Lo primero quiero saber cómo les fue, cómo se sintieron ayer en el show, en uno más que han tenido acá en Buenos Aires.
How did you feel? This is the third time in Buenos Aires.
Four, no? Fourth time in Buenos Aires.
Last night was fantastic. It was so crowded with people, and they were so enthusiastic. It was wonderful. We really felt wonderful when we were on the stage, looking down to the audience and heard them sing along every time. It was great.
Okay, you are treated like a legend here. Really, you have a very devoted fans. We saw last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Digo, cuando ustedes están cantando, sucede que la gente se queda en silencio, más allá de los clásicos, Love is a Jail, que se canta, pero la gente se queda en silencio escuchándolos. Eso no suele pasar con muchas bandas acá.
There's a lot of silence of people paying attention to the songs, to the new songs, and then suddenly when you play like a hit or a classic,
Yeah.
¿Cómo perciben ustedes desde arriba del escenario esa respuesta del público?
It was unbelievable. It's like always unbelievable. When we played the Niceto Club, I think it was our 6th concert then, or 7th, I don't know. It was always a party. It was not a concert, it was a party. And last night they celebrated another party.
Yeah, really, indeed.
Y particularmente ayer contaron la historia sobre la canción Shine. Entiendo debe ser real, pero después cuando repasé un poco el disco y el famoso Dale boludo que le pusiste al disco, evidentemente ustedes tienen un amor por Argentina muy especial. No sé si querés contarnos un poco sobre eso, ¿por qué esa conexión especial con la Argentina?
Yesterday you told to the crowd about the way you write the song Shine.
Yes.
That it was inspired in Buenos Aires on a concert, the first concert in 2010 in Niceto. We couldn't believe it at first, but then we saw the back of the record and we saw that it said Dale boludo. So is this real? Is this Shine inspired in Argentina audience?
Yeah. It is really true that we were talking about when we wrote the song that this is something for Argentina, because as you could hear yesterday night, when they were singing Shine, this was unbelievable. It was so loud, the people were so enthusiastic, and that's what it's about, and it was the perfect song for the perfect moment.
Great, we like to do it all the time. Yes, that's true.
Un poco entre ustedes se nota como una complicidad entre los cuatro en el escenario. De hecho, tengo algunas fotos en donde están como jugando, abrazados. ¿Cómo es después de tantos años seguir teniendo ese compañerismo en el escenario, arriba del escenario? Si nos quieren contar también ellos.
We can feel that you get on very well. You get on very well, and we can feel the chemistry from the audience when you are playing. How is playing for so long and still being together?
It is always difficult, because you have most of the time really good moments, but there are also difficult moments, when you're staying together so long. We know each other so good that sometimes things can explode in a second, but in the next second it will be good again, because we talk about things and we can clear all problems, and as long as we can do this, we can make music together, because none of us could ever imagine to play in a band like a-ha, where they're not even in one room together when they're in studio, they're not traveling together, they're not in studio together, things like this is unbelievable. We would never make or have a band with such a situation inside the band.
It's a kind of marriage, It's like being married.
Yeah, of course. Or work.
With all these ups and downs.
Without,
Do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Okay.
most of the time.
Well, cuéntenos un poco sobre Grayscale. Sí, sí. Cuéntanos un poco sobre Grayscale, sobre el disco. Para mí me resultó maravilloso. No lo veo como un disco 100% electrónico. Creo que tiene como un clima muy especial que va más allá de la música electrónica, digamos el cerrado de la música electrónica. ¿Cómo fue el proceso de producción para ustedes y si buscaban eso, si buscaban ese disco?
Could you tell us about
Grayscale?
We feel that it has like a climax, like something spectral, something like a different sound. We think it's wonderful, really. Can you tell us about the process of the recording briefly? Because was that the sound that you wanted?
I think so, yeah. You know, Heiko was producing most of the songs. Jochen was producing some stuff on the album, and they had a sound in their mind. And together they created something which I believe is really on the point and is really perfect. We are so happy with this album. We are really, really pleased the way it is. So you can't say before how it will be when it's finished, but we had something in our mind, and during the production it came out the way it is now.
¿Cuántos años le llevó a escribir este disco? Porque pasaron 9 años entre el anterior y este, Grayscale, que creo, si no me equivoco, es como el mayor lapso entre un disco y otro de Camouflage. ¿Cuánto les llevó a ustedes a hacer este disco, Grayscale?
It's been 9 years between Relocated and Grayscale. How long did it took to be recorded, the record? Why such a long gap? Was because we wanted to work very hard with it, or
it's for us it never felt like 9 years, because we always need a long time to write an album and to produce it. And during this time we wrote songs, so I think in 2010 we played a tour with another band, and that was really the point where we said, okay, now we should define a name of the new record, and we should play 2 songs to put ourselves under pressure to finalize the work on an album. And that's what we did. So we played the tour, we played the new songs, we told the people we're gonna release an album called Grayscale, and then we started with the real work on the album. And it was finalized in January this year. So when we had the time to work on it, we were working on it. But there are long periods where we had no time to work on Camouflage because
you were touring.
We were touring. We have all our personal projects or personal jobs.
Babies.
What?
Baby.
And we have family as well. So it's not that easy for us to produce an album. But then we said, okay, we had to define a period where we can work concentrated on the finalization of the album. Mm-hmm. And that was in 2013, 2014, and then we did it.
¿Crees o creen los tres? Para los tres está. ¿Hay alguna canción de Grayscale que les gustaría que fuera un hit en la historia, como lo fue, por ejemplo, Love is a Shield?
Did you think about any of the songs of Grayscale to be like a great song? Like, of course, they are all great songs, but
hits, like hits.
Like Love is a Shield.
You can't control this, you know.
You can.
Yeah, you know, when we released Love is a Shield, we didn't know that it will be such a success, you know. And I think songs like Shine, they have the the ingredients and the power to become a hit and to be, and it is a hit for us, you know. When you play the song, like you heard the audience yesterday, it has everything to be reminded in 20 years as well as Love is a Shield.
¿En todo el mundo les pasa con Shine? ¿En todo el mundo la gente hace oh?
This reaction with Shine is all over the world?
Yes.
Or
Yes?
Yes.
Ok. Nunca grabaron, ¿no? Un disco así eléctrico, o sea, electrónico sinfónico, no.
Did you
No.
ever record something or play with orchestra or something with electronic?
Yes?
orchestra?
Grayscale.
Grayscale.
Ah,
There
okay.
is some parts of it, yes.
But not live. Not
Yeah, live.
Oh,
It's
really?
live recordings. It was a huge orchestra. Heiko's doing film music, and he's working with the Babelsberg Orchestra.
Yes.
It's an orchestra for film music. They are from Berlin. It's a huge orchestra, and he was working with them for Grayscale on the song Still. And we also have stuff on Shine where they play.
Some short licks, you know. But you can go, if you search the internet, because you won't get it on record, we didn't release it. There is a track which is on SoundCloud, and we call it Camouflage Overture. And it's I would say melody samples of a lot of tracks arranged together as an opener, and we used it for almost 2 years, something like this, as a concert intro. But we stopped using it now for Grayscale.
We have a channel, Camouflage
Yeah.
SoundCloud channel, and there you can find it and hear and listen. And it is really, really good.
Ok.
Yeah, they took, I don't know, 7 or 8 songs from us and made one song out of it.
Thank you.
And it's really goosebumps on your skin.
Bueno, en cuanto llegue lo escucho.
I'm sure you will find it on YouTube, you know, somewhere.
Yeah.
Some people put it there. I mean the extended version of Love is a Shield.
And last year, a Russian box champion, he was writing at us and asking us if he can use it as his music when he's boxing. You know, when he's coming into the box ring,
Yes.
you have for the boxers, you have music playing.
Oh.
And he has now the overture to it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were writing at us if he can use this. Everybody can use it if you go ahead, if you like it. And he was so
Yeah.
happy.
A una banda nueva yo les preguntaría cuál es la influencia o cuáles son sus influencias o qué bandas tienen como inspiradoras, pero ustedes son inspiración de muchas nuevas bandas. Y me gustaría saber si alguna de esas bandas nuevas como que son inspiración, como por ejemplo The Killers, se participarían, quisieran participar en algún próximo trabajo con ellos.
So of course, if you were a new band, we could ask you about your influences in music, but you are influenced for many other bands and even very big bands like
The
for example,
Killers.
The Killers. Did you thought to invite someone to work with you in some record, some another artist?
We were talking about this a lot to try to work with people together, but finally it ends up that we said, shit, we wanted to ask them and work with them, but it's too late now. So it's always like this. So maybe in the future there will be projects where we can do something like this, but this will happen or not. We're not planning at the moment.
Me queda la pregunta obvia, que es, recién acaban de sacar un disco, pero me imagino que tenemos varios discos de Camouflage en el futuro, ¿no? No es el último.
Grayscale is a new record, but do you expect to release another album?
We don't know when.
You don't know.
Yeah.
But there are more songs.
Of course. Like always.
Y regresen, y vuelvan.
please
Come back,
come
please.
We will.
Thank you for coming to
Thank you.
Argentina.
Thank
for
you.
the interview.
Hi, this is Marcus from the band Camouflage, and you are listening to Panic Radio Show.
Hello, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Sky comes down, the first round makes clear what matters. The world is not enough when we can't be together.